A Berlin-based startup is offering whole-body cryopreservation for $200,000. It will take a full 2 years to be completely thawed out, and you'll have to spend the next 60 years frozen in the back of an abandoned Cold Stone creamery.
Hey, bro, what's this, man?
Welcome back. Hope y'all having a great day out there. Tonight we got some crazy ones. We got some werewolves in Brazil, a statue without the liberty, and other creepy videos from all around the world. So kick back, grab the snacks, and let's go.
Time. They're us from our own future. These are humans coming back because we gave our humanness away to technology. They're the product of the loss of their humanness. They're warning us not to do it, and they're also want it back. And they're thinking
that would explain the extraction of eggs and sperm.
Exactly, egg, sperm, and DNA. They're thinking they can at least merge some of this back into their existence. There's something about us that's worth preserving. There's something about us, and that this isn't going to go on for decades. We're at this, this is within the next year, 2 years, 3 years, certainly 5 years between now and 2030. If we give our humanness away, we can never go back. Because we're at a point in our evolution that they were in their evolution a long time ago, where they had to choose between biology and technology. They chose technology. They lost the ability for emotion. They lost the ability to conceive internally, sexually. It's all asexual.
Bit of an unusual situation. Now, this first portion of the radar cycle, fairly bland and typical, but then you see these bands of very distinct cloud cover moving into the region. That is not rain, that is not snow. Believe it or not, military aircraft flying through the region dropping chaff. Small bits of aluminum, sometimes it's made of plastic, or even metallicized paper products, but it's used as an anti-radar issue, and obviously they're up there practicing. Now, they won't confirm that, but I was in the Marine Corps for many years, and I'll tell you right now, that's what it is. 50 and...
Damn.
Karayfrit. Yani feşe değildi sanki.
That don't look like leftover Halloween decorations. I don't know what's taking so long for flight to fight to kick in, but you must be paralyzed by fear.
You see this face? You remember this face? Cause you never want to meet a motherfucker like me. You understand? Huh? So what you do, you get your ass out there in the streets and try to make something out your goddamn self. You understand?
10 years later.
Hello, I am a nerd from the Nerd Brigade, here to nerd out on all your audio and visual needs.
Do you have to say that every time you show up at a house?
If I want to get paid, yes.
So I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm not going to the bathroom if you're wondering. But I'm hearing like shuffling sounds outside the door. And I need to put the camera. Bro, what the f was that? No. I swear to God, I heard in here. I swear to God, I heard a woman talking. What the fuck? Oh, no. No, I'm not doing that. Hello? Oh my God, what the f? What the f? Bro. Holy shit. No. I'm over at the restaurant right now that's connected to our hotel. The door's been wide open. And they said they've seen lights going on and off in here. This is the Yank area. Very, very narrow stairs, and I just smashed my head on this freaking pipe. Hello? Oh my God. There's no one here. There's no one here. I'm Nope. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Just leave me alone.
All the nails. Wish we would have a ladder.
How long it's gonna hold up, only time will tell. But it's supposed to be payback for all the ice raids going on.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. The firmament real.
What we were also discussing is aliens and them already being
alien spirits.
Aliens and spirits.
They like, a lot of people don't know this though, right? Let me tell you how it works, right? So the Earth is flat, right? And when you go to Antarctica, it's an ice wall, right? And everybody go like up and they look for the other places. But if you want to find the Anunnakis and stuff, I know where they stay. So you got to go straight over the ice wall, and you gonna pass a little island. And this island globe, they call it the island of Abraxas. But I'm gonna tell you something you don't know about Abraxas, all right? Because I gotta tell people something. And then for the first time on Real Street Stars in America, I'm gonna tell everybody God's real name. Because you know the red moon came and now we at war with the fake God of Earth. We got to kill him. But I got God's real name for everybody they don't know. God's real name is Abraxas. So a lot of people know. So look at the God's real names. They want to pray. They got to pray to Abraxas and Sophia, because Sophia God be. I mean, that's his wife, Sophia. And then Jesus, they son. So that's the 3 years that the church got to praying to, and everybody was confused.
And this probably from 200 to 300 time period. This is what they call the bloodstone. But back in these old days, they would use these things for certain things that come into the realm. And we're here at that timeline again. They already admit that so-called electronic blood is inside of these supercomputers. Being cuprious oxide gemstone could hold the key to the quantum computers. Miners in these regions often interpret the presence of copper as a sign they were on track to uncovering abundant reserves of copper. Ancient civilizations believe it to be the blood of petrified remains. Giant's blood.
Udol gigante. This is obviously a creature. That is that tendon. This is the red bloody stuff.
So if you take this here, it's a cult within a cult, they say. St. Andrews University. They just finalized their agreement in 2024 for the Master Supercomputer Plan. And here's a school. It was founded in 1413. It's the third oldest university, English-speaking one that we have in the world. We're talking thousands and thousands of years old.
Well, 9 times out of 10, they were distracted on the phone while driving. At least you got a free car wash out of it, but it also turned your car into a taco stand.
How many times this happened to you? You think you found the perfect parking spot, but it turns out to be right in front of a fire hydrant. Well, doesn't have to be a problem anymore.
Nicki Minaj is calling out Jay-Z, Megan Thee Stallion, Roc Nation, and Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. A judge recently ruled that Megan Thee Stallion does have to face a lawsuit that was filed by her former photographer. That photographer accused Megan of harassment and she tried to get it dismissed but was unsuccessful. Nicki reposted a screenshot of this court update on her Instagram page, and she added a not so subtle caption writing, "What was the name of that law again? Karma's law? Touch not my anointed law. Vengeance is the Lord's law. We give God the glory and he's only just begun. Have a blessed day if you can. LOL, the blog's posting lies. Thank you. More money for me. We're working. Trust." This is clearly a nod to Nicki and Megan's long-standing feud and a callback to Megan's song Hiss, which is widely perceived to be a diss track towards Nicki and references Megan's law. Nicki also shared a bunch of posts on Instagram and Twitter about Jay-Z and Roc Nation. She even mentions Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. I'll step to the side so you can read this entire post. Pause to read. In the caption of this post, Nicki says that Desiree is the same CEO whose daughter says she is racist against her black husband. She continues to call out Desiree for her alleged behavior on Twitter. Nicki even posted about Jay-Z's paternity lawsuit, and on Twitter she alleges that Jay-Z owes her a lot of money, as in $100 to $200 million. In a tweet, she says, "Jay-Z, call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You are still in my top 5 though." In another tweet, she says, "I'm going to use some of the money Jay-Z owes me to send some of my barbs to college, pay their school fees and student loans via my Student of the Game charity." Nicki believes that Jay-Z stiffed her in title equity payouts when he sold the company in 2021. In this post, she accuses Jay-Z and Desiree, the Roc Nation CEO, of ruining hip-hop, football, basketball, touring, Instagram, and Twitter. At the bottom, she says, "All of this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only." She claims that Desiree has done a lot of evil to black people and Jay-Z stayed silent. In this post, which you can pause to read, she alleges that Desiree was pardoned by President Trump. In this post, she says, "If I had gotten a pardon from President Trump, imagine the uproar. Yet the Roc Nation CEO does it, and yes, you guessed it, silence." You can pause to read this entire post, and here is the rest of that tweet. She's really insinuating that Jay-Z is actually a Trump supporter, but pretends to be a Democrat. There are a lot of allegations in Nicki's post today. Let me know your thoughts about all of it, and follow me for more.
How about that? You didn't even have to pay extra. I'm glad you guys got it happily ever after until they decided to jump over into your yard.
What the f?
Good day.
How much?
I'm not buying that for $1,000. I'll tell you that. How much you want for trade?
No fucking way.
Are you fucking? Did you see that?
There's no goddamn way.
They're going down.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get out when
No.
the windows. When it
No
fills
pressure.
up, they're done. No, don't fucking don't. No.
Don't get so good.
We just tried. Don't do it. Don't
I'm
fucking
gonna
get
take your
yourself in
bite.
that position.
Oh, he's throwing
I will
out.
fault the out of you.
I get it. I get it.
He's not
throwing
doing it.
out.
Well, if he can now, I tried to help. Do not get in there. I can swim. I can swim like a mother.
Going down.
KFC coleslaw, I love it. That's the only thing I like from KFC. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all get the first bite. We gonna get some of this good today. 4 patties. Y'all wanted it? I delivered. Now let me see if I can bite it.
I'm sure you can bite it. Who is y'all? Who is y'all? Nobody's getting the first bite. You're getting the first bite. Don't act like somebody's recommending these fish burger meals. Like nobody's Just eat the goddamn fish sandwich.
Check this out.
So there are about 110 million Americans who have not chosen to do the Real ID, and all 110 of them and everybody else should choose never to do the Real ID. If you already have one, if you've got a gold star on, go and get a standardized driver's license. If you're afraid of flying, go get your passport. But do not take the Real ID, because the whole idea here, the state of Pennsylvania asked Trump to shut down this program. They call it a usurpation of states' rights. The federal government has taken over driving and identification over the entire country.
Will somebody explain how you did that? Because what? We didn't get to see who he was battling against, but I hate to be the one to have to follow that.
Grand Canyon might very well be one of the biggest cover-ups of our generation, of multiple generations actually. Why am I just now figuring out that in 1909, there was a man named G.E. Kincaid that discovered ancient Egyptian artifacts all throughout the Grand Canyon, pyramid, even a structure that looked almost exactly like the Sphinx in the Egypt that we know. Look at this photo. Look at the resemblance. I've been telling y'all for months that there is always more to be seen than what we're told. Like, I've been telling y'all for months that these great monuments are built, they were built by the Nephilim. They were built by the fallen angels. There's no way that human beings could have done that. And for the people that say, oh, well, they were an ancient lost civilization, they know and could do way more things than we think they could do, that's because it was fallen angels. That's because it was half animal, half human creatures. And if this sounds crazy to you, look up the first dynasty of Egypt. It's literally called the Golden Age of Egyptian mythology or history, because it's when humans mingled and walked with the gods. On the side of the Sphinx, there is an Egyptian phrase called Zep-Tepi. Zep-Tepi means, I have been here for the first time. This ancient civilization, it's literally fallen angels, and it's crazy that people would rather believe that it's aliens or the Anunnaki than the fallen angels. The Bible literally tells us what happened. It tells us the Anunnaki were fallen angels, the Egyptian gods, fallen angels. And the ones that aren't fallen angels, they were product of the DNA mixing that the fallen angels were doing on Earth, trying to corrupt God's creation. Why do you think he sent the flood? And it's funny because G.E. Kincaid, he was a Smithsonian explorer. And if y'all know anything about the Smithsonian, you know they are not to be trusted. Oh yeah, TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only, and none of it's true. Oh yeah, the Smithsonian is not to be trusted. There have been giant skeletons all throughout history discovered by humans, and somehow it's covered up every single time. Like, it's nothing new. Giant bones being found is nothing new. It's easily discredited to, oh, it's AI at this point. But please believe, please understand that giant bones have been found for centuries now.
Barulho. O céu! Que é isso, velho?
If this is fake, then y'all got way too much time on your hands getting bit by mosquitoes out in the bush. But if it's real, then sticks and stones may break my bones. But if it's dogman out there, I'm gone.
Oh, that's great. How did you get it so nice and warm? I can taste the bubbles. Actually, I can't. Wait a second.
Catherine, sweet like me, give your mouth a standing ovation.
The fact that covers the N-word.
Example, what happened if you drop inside this water? That's what happened if you jump inside this water. Jump inside the water.
This is literally shining in my bedroom window.
Am I the only one that see this? Yo, am I the only one that see this? I just finished praying and I look out my window and this is what I see. I've never seen it like this before. This is nutty. Y'all look at that. This is great. Do y'all see what I see?
Oh God, bro. 15 shots of espresso.
Here's your Miranda rights, right? Sure. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. Do this, right? I have the right to cancel your own choice. Right? If you cannot afford the counter, the government will be provided for you at government expense. You understand that? Yes.
Dude, Rogan just sat down and he's tweaking. He can't even catch his breath. Look at this.
Always back, you know?
Dude, he's chimping. Look at him.
Illegal. So uncool. Right.
Oh, he's high out of his mind.
We're so happy to have you here.
Really cool.
Elon Musk is
He's
here,
tweaking.
everyone.
This is one of the reasons why I don't go to buffets anymore. It just feels like a horse trough, and the workers are just putting out food as fast as humanly possible. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, but I just feel sorry for the people who got a short lunch break. They're willing to accept anything.
That's good. Good, have a think about it.
They said telepathy is just the tip of the iceberg. It goes way deeper. I've been really getting back into the telepathy tapes.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's blowing my absolute mind.
Tell me about it.
There's this one boy, Houston. His story is just insane. Like, grew up severely autistic, non-speaking, non-verbal, and she just grew up thinking that he was basically just almost like a vegetable. She came home one day, her son walked downstairs, looked her straight in the eyes, which she said never made eye contact ever, and said, "I love you."
Verbally.
And she's
my
never
goodness.
spoken in his life. Through that was the beginning, figuring out that he could read people's minds. He could see what they were thinking. It starts with him talking about this place. He says that he goes to this place with other kids, other people that have this ability of telepathy. They call it the hill. And he says, we meet there, we teach each other things, we pray for each other. And it's like this community of kids that have this ability. They go to the hill. It's not like a physical place. It's like not dimensional. It's like a place where their consciousness goes. And they said, but it's like in the shape of a hill. But it's like not dimensional. But
Do you want me to tell you how to channel? We're all spirit in a body. We're all having a human experience. And all you have to do is focus on the now. You don't exist in the future. That's called anxiety. You don't exist in the past. That's called depression. You only exist here. So let's practice on being in the now. You ready? Okay, so just sit and then just focus on what the table feels like. So everything kind of zooms in and it gets very quiet. And then you start to pick up on everything else. And then you realize when you get quiet, the world gets loud. That's now kind of like the first step of channeling. You have to start simple, otherwise you're going to mess yourself up. So you have to sit in the same room, the same smell. I would even say turn off the music, and then you have to just sit there, be in that now, and notice what your space feels like. Then the second thing is you have to start learning about different energies and how different places feel. Take that moment like that sitting there in quiet, go to a grocery store, stand there, be the weirdo in the corner by the celery, but you'll be able to feel it's different than your room at home. Once you learn your space, if you want to learn to channel for other people, you have to go and channel and feel people that you are not close to. So then where do spirits come in with all this? Every person normally has between 1 to 3 spirits hanging out with them, but then they have to want to connect with you. Because remember, you are a spirit in a body, and we're not being egotistical. We are saying, I love you. Do you want to come in and pop in my brain and play with it? And they have to be able to not only learn how to do that. They have to have the energy to do that. And then you have to learn how to tune like a radio station to what frequency they're on.
I asked him to please move the bread and stuff before he sweep, and guess what he's doing? He's still sweeping and the bread is out. So now that he's sweeping, the dust and dirt is right there and the bread is not covered, it's out. And he's the manager. That's crazy. He said he knows his job too when I told him. He knows how to do his job. That was his response.
See if Jesus can strike a lightning right in the middle of that field, because it's already struck and they say lightning never strikes twice. I'm gonna see if Jesus Christ or God, or I know they're in three, but whoever controls that, can make lightning strike right there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No way! No way! I just got that on camera.
So what do you think? Signs and wonders or perfectly timed lucky strike? Either way, I wouldn't make a habit of it. So God don't like ugly.
I have never vaped in my life, I swear. Nah. Hey, may Zeus himself strike me down if I'm lying. Hey, didn't strike me though.
I do have a couple of other very specific predictions that I picked up on when I was remote viewing Trump and his next 4 years. I actually saw that there is going to be an attempted follow-up assassination, and I saw that it wasn't going to work. It could potentially happen right after inauguration. I did see a stock market crash, and then I also saw AI to change every industry in the way that it's actually going to empower the individual. And then I also saw destabilization of global relations. Specifically, there's going to be a change in access to goods. There was also going to be a focus on eradicating chemicals from food and water and air, which I think less Trump, more RFK. Yeah. A huge power shift as well going to happen in the next 4 years. The individuals who have had power, the deep state, the shadow government, they're going to be losing power. They already are, but it's going to happen rapidly, which is exciting, but also a bit scary, because what are they going to do if they're backed into a corner? And then, like we mentioned before, more crimes against humanity being exposed, especially a focus on trafficking, which I think we can all be happy about. I saw Trump having a heart attack in the 3rd year of his term. It looked like it was a totally natural heart attack. Now, we have to understand, too, that timelines can and do change all the time.
So that's just assuming nothing changes it.
Yeah, exactly. There's also going to be massive cosmic disclosure as well in the next 4 years. We're already seeing it happen, but it's going to continue exponentially.
Did you know that everything they told you was wrong? They told you the body need food 3 times a day. But did you know that ain't what it need? Do you know that ain't what it need? That's gonna make it too heavy to carry. And it's gonna make you sick. It's gonna put a parasite in your body. Do you know when you hungry, you go growling, it's a parasite? Your stomach not growling because it's hungry. It wants more of that poison. Yeah, food was the first drug.
Facts.
A lot of people don't know. You got some food?
So, what do you say about...
aquí tem coragem, olha lá.
Oh God. I hope this isn't a self-portrait, but at least you know it didn't come from AliExpress, because it would have been the size of a water bottle.
Oh, baby, nah, that ain't gonna work.
Etsy.
All right, those were some reality midnight TikToks, and as honorary members of the Space Crew, you know I had to share them with you. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Comment on your favorite clips and join the Space Crew. You rocking.